Hi everybody, it's Holly Schultz from babygizmo.com. Now we are continuing our video series on the hot holiday toys for 2011. Now I know a lot of you have been waiting for this review, and I am sorry, but it took us a while to get a hold of the Innotab. This is the VTech Innotab. It's the other tablet for your child ages 4 to 9. Now I'm going to talk a little bit of the tablet as a whole, and then we're going to get into what it offers your child. Now first, it's very easy to hold, very child-friendly. It has these rubber corners to, protect it a little bit. Again, it's not going to withstand a drop in the toilet or, a lot of abuse, but it is pretty kid-friendly. It's got a big 5-inch screen, and it can be you can work it with your finger or the included stylus. Now the included stylus is in the back, and it just pops out like that. Now, this is one of my first complaints. Look at this, the stylus. It's separate from the Innotab, which means this is gonna get lost. I guarantee it. I really wish VTech had tethered it to the Innotab so that you weren't always trying to replace the stylus. But it does pop back into the place if you have one of those kids that likes to put things away. On the back there is a kickstand, and I like this. Now, it may get broke if your child's really rough with it, but I like it. I like the fact that it allows you to prop the Innotab up, whether it's that way or that way. So if your kid is watching a video on the player, then they don't have to hold it the whole time. They can just set it in front of them. So I do like the kickstand on the back of the Innotab, and it folds away when not in use. Now, the Innotab takes 4 AA batteries, and I'm going to tell you, it eats through batteries. I'm telling you, like a day and a half, you're going to be changing these batteries. So what you need to do is you need to put rechargeable batteries in them. Get 2 sets, one to always have in the charger and one to have in the Innotab. Another thing I would like to see VTech do is add a rechargeable battery that if I plug it in, it just recharges, kind of like my cell phone. I just hate going through batteries all the time. Another thing, you can plug it in with a cord. Again, VTech didn't include the cord. That's like all the tablets though. They make you buy the cord separately, which is like 20 bucks. So I guess in case you don't want it, it doesn't come with it. But it's a good option to get. If you have a kid that, wants to sit around and watch the movies all the time or do the games, then you can buy the cord, have it plugged in, and you're not going through those batteries. So that's up here. You also have a headphone jack. I love myself a headphone jack, because that means we can have quiet play. They can watch movies, listen to the music, whatever they want, and I don't have to hear it blaring. So love the fact that it has a headphone jack. And that is everything, just physical about the Innotab. Now let's turn it on, and you can kind of get to know what's in it. Now turning on the Innotab, it doesn't take long to boot up, but it's going to be slower than you kind of expect. With the technology these days, I expect it to be just a bit snappier, but pretty standard when it comes to kids' toys. And for the price. I mean, this isn't an iPad.
To start or touch guest.
It also has a volume control, again, which I love, so that we can turn it down. The one thing about it, it has a room to put your child's name, or you can sign in as a guest. I kind of wish that it would allow you to put multiple kids' names in. So if your kids were sharing it, they could sign in under their own name, and it wasn't just one name and guest. So that's kind of one thing. So if you just, like I said, it's touchscreen, so if you touch it, it's going to take you to the welcome page. And this is going to give you the thumbnails of everything that comes preloaded with the Innotab. Now let's see, it's already loaded, and here's what comes with it. Now, you have an e-reader, you have games, music, videos, photos, notes, art studio, a coloring book, a calendar, and then a space for your downloads. Okay, so that's everything that comes with it. And the e-reader comes with one book, and the book is called What's That Noise? Now, let's talk about the e-reader. It's a really great option. Once you click on the book, and you have the option to buy additional books. I believe that there are 18 e-books that you can buy separately. So when you click on the e-reader, it's going to bring up the book, and your child can either have the book read to them, or they can use their finger or stylus to go through and read each word. which is great. My only thing about that is that the books don't give you a reading level. So if you have What's That Noise, I would like to see like 3 reading levels so it can kind of grow with my child. So it kind of starts easy, then gets a little harder. So it doesn't have that. It just has the standard, you either can read it or you can't. Okay, so that's the e-reader. It's really a great option. It's very colorful. It's a very colorful screen. Now if you push the home button, you can end up going back and you can do the games. Now the games, it comes with 2. It comes with Pinball and Ice Escape, which are fun. They're pretty basic games, but the kids like them a lot. And again, you can download, you can buy additional games for the Innotab, and there's 35 additional games. Now, so there's where your downloads are going to come with. You can either get 18 ebooks or 35 games right now, or 9 cartridges. When it says it has 100, it doesn't have 100 extra things you can download on it yet. I think they're bringing them out little by little, so it's going to be kind of an ongoing thing so you can keep adding to your Innotab. Now let's talk about the price right now. The price of the apps are on sale right now for $2.99, so that is quite the deal because the other tablet, they range from about $7 to $20. So I like the fact that they're cheaper because my kids, they get bored of an app and they want a new one. Now the cartridges, on the other hand, if you want to do the cartridge, those are going to be $24 for each cartridge. So just kind of keep that in mind. Those are going to be extras that you're going to add to the Innotab. Now, one standout feature that I absolutely love is it has an MP3 player. Now, before we get into the videos and MP3 players and all the downloads, let me tell you that with the Innotab, you have to get an SD card. You might as well just buy one off the bat when you buy the Innotab because you pretty much need it to download anything. It takes up to a 16 gigabyte SD card, which is a lot. I'm telling you, you could put tons of videos on here and have it all in the same card, and SD cards aren't very expensive. Just know that you're going to have to get it though, okay? So once you have your SD card, you can download music. Again, that's another standout feature that isn't on the other tablet. So you can download any kind of music for your kids to listen to, and it'll just stay right on that SD card. And the other feature I love of the Innotab is the video capability. You can download videos on here and make it like a DVD player. I'm telling you, I absolutely love that. And you can choose the videos. But the videos I've downloaded Barney and Disney movies and Scooby-Doo movies. Now, know that you have to convert them to an AVI file in order for it to accept it, which I have a video converter on my computer, so it's not a big deal, but just know it might be, it might take a little learning curve to figure out what file you need your video in to get it on here. But once you do that, it's super easy. And I love the fact that right now I think I have like 10 different videos on here and still a lot of room because I bought the 16 gig SD card. So you could put full feature movies on here. It's awesome. Let me tell you again, that's another feature that's not on the other tablet, that you can put your own videos on here. So everything's on here. Music, the e-reader, the videos, photos. Now one thing the Innotab doesn't do, it doesn't have a camera. It doesn't have a video camera either. So your child's not going to be able to take photos with this. While it does have a photo app that comes with it, what that is if you download your own photos. So you can kind of use it like a picture frame. So your child can can see the family and all kinds of things like that. Now, one thing that kind of aggravates me is that there are some standard photos that they put on when you buy it. And there's only like 5 of them, but 3 of them are like random kids. I don't know if my kid wants to see some random kid. Now, there's one of a parrot and a kitty cat and a fish. Now I get those, fine. But these random kids, and you can't delete them. I can delete all my other photos and I can't delete the VTech photos. So kind of weird. But the other thing that I thought was weird is that they put a delete button, like right there front and center. So when my child is either looking at the photos or watching a movie, there's a little trash can button just screaming to be pushed. And while it does warn them, it says delete, yes or no, one of the younger kids gets a hold of it and all your videos are going to be just deleted. So just be prepared that if your kid likes to hit the delete button a lot, you're going to be re-uploading or re-downloading lots of videos and photos over and over again. So I kind of wish VTech would have not put a delete button so front and center. I mean, work it in there somehow that the parents have to get there with a password or something. I don't know. And at first glance, I thought this little screen lock over here meant if I clicked it, they wouldn't be able to push the screen to delete. So maybe if I wanted to let my younger 2-year-old watch a movie on it, they wouldn't be able to push anything. Oh no, that's not what that is. What this is, a screen lock just means that you can't, because the picture normally rotates when you rotate the Innotab, it just means it's not going to rotate. It's just going to stay one way. So, which I'm not really sure what that's for, why you would need that. I would prefer it to lock the screen so they don't delete everything I've already put on the Innotab. But again, not that big a deal. Okay, so we've gone through, let's see. Oh, as you can see, look at the battery flashing. That means we've used it with these batteries, oh, look, a day. That means it's already time to change the batteries. So again, not cool with eating the batteries. But other things that it has an art studio, which you can draw and they can create their own things. And it's really user-friendly because it has all these different paintbrushes and different colors. And another thing they have is the coloring book. And I actually like the coloring book. I think the coloring book is fun. It has preset coloring pages. And what the child does is they pick a paintbrush, they pick like the red, and all they have to do is touch that piece and it turns that color. And so while they're not coloring, they're kind of creating. It's very creative, the coloring book portion. And like I said, there's about 6 different pages they can color, but there's tons of different colors, so that's a great option. So that's another app is included. And that's pretty much, it has a notebook, which your child can then type in little notes. For the older kids, closer to 8, they can type in notes to themselves. There's a calendar, just a calendar that the older kids can, they can change the calendar. They can put different dates. They can put their camping trip and they'll put it on a certain date. So they can have their own calendar, which is fun. That's different than the other tablet. And it also has a clock. And I like the clock because I have a 6-year-old that's still learning how to tell time with a real clock and not, a digital phone. Now, another app that I think is really fun is the Friends app. It's a contacts app, and which is really fun for, again, the 6, 7, 8-year-olds. They can make room for their friends on here, and they can put all their friends' information. It's kind of their little contacts book for their friends, so that's a great option. I think the older kids are really going to like. So while I'm disappointed with the amount of apps and cartridges that are available now, I'm holding out hope that they're going to bring out a whole bunch more to kind of make it up to us. So that you can kind of add to it, and maybe they'll make some changes in the future, maybe adding reading levels, and maybe taking away that delete button on the videos so we're not constantly putting them back on. But overall, I think it is a really, really great option for a tablet for children. It retails for $79. Again, you have to buy an SD card separately. You got to buy the cord separately. And there is also a case that you can get separately to kind of protect it and for your kids to take it on the go. The apps are about $2.99 on sale. The cartridges are $24. So that's going to give you a good idea if it's going to be right for you and your child. Overall, again, I like it. And the thing I like best about it is the fact that it takes videos and it has an MP3 player. Those are 2 things my kids really, really like. They like to watch movies, and I'll put educational movies on there and educational shows. I'm not going to just have them watch, Scooby-Doo all day long, but it gives me the option to put my own on here. I don't have to buy, their videos that they're offering. And again, the music, they don't have to buy their music. I can put my own music that I want my kids to listen to, or maybe they like to listen to. So there you go. There is our look at the VTech Innotab. And I'm Holly Schultz from babygizmo.com.